Rate and speed. Rate. It is a measurement of the speed at which it accomplishes the required work. Therefore, a rate is a measurement of the speed. Example: a machine fills 70 bottles of water in 10 minutes. How many bottles of oil can it fill in 1 minute? Solution: for 70 bottles, the machine takes 10 minutes to fill it. For X bottles, the machine takes 1 minute. We need to find how many bottles will be filled in 1 minute. Let us cross multiply it. This X will be multiplied with 10 and this 1 will be multiplied with 70. That is, X times 10 is 10x, 70 times 1 is 70. Divide both sides by 10. Again here, divide by 10. This 10 will be simplified with this 10. Then X will be remained. This 0 will be cancelled with this 0. Then X is equal to 7. That is, the machine fills 7 bottles in 1 minute. It means the rate is 7 bottles per minute. When we say per, it indicates the rate 7 bottles per minute. Exercise number 1. Aster is paid 50 nafa for working 5 hours. How much is paid per hour? Solution: for 5 hours she receives 50 nafa. For 1 hour she receives X nafa. The same here, we'll cross multiply it. X times 5, 5x. 50 times 1, 50. Divide both sides by 5. Then X is equal to 10. Therefore, the rate is 10 nafa per hour. Number 2. Water is flowing from a tap at the rate of 50 liters per minute. How much water can be collected from the tap in 5 minutes? Here the rate is given. How long will it take to fill a container of capacity 200 liters? Solution: in 1 minute from the top, water will flow 50 liters. What about in 5 minutes? How many liters will flow from the top? Then cross multiplication. X times 1 is X. 50 times 5 is 250 liters. Therefore, in 5 minutes from the top, water will flow 250 liters. The next is, in 1 minute from the top, 50 liters will flow. For 200 liters will be flow in X minutes. We need time. X times 50 is 50x. 200 times 1 is 200. Therefore, divide both sides by 50. X will be 4 minutes. Number 3. A machine can print 60 pages per minute. How long will it take to print 3600 pages? Solution. In 1 minute, the machine can print 60 pages. For 3600 pages, it will take x minutes. Time is required. X times 60 is 60x. 3600 times 1 is 3600. Divide both sides by 60. Then 60 will be cancelled with this 60. This 0 will be cancelled with this 0. By 6 is 1. By 6 is 36 divided 6 is 6. 0 divided 6 is 0. Therefore, x is 60. X is 60 minutes. For 3600 pages, the machine can take 60 minutes to print it. Speed. The rate at which something moves or travels is speed. Speed is the average distance traveled per hour, distance over time. Speed is equal to distance over time. That is the formula for speed. Speed is equal to distance over time. Example, a train traveled 300 km in 5 hours. Find the speed. Solution. Speed is equal to distance divided by time, that is over time. Speed is equal to 300 km over 5 hours. Speed is equal to 60 km per hour, that is 300 divided 5 is 60. Example number 2. A car traveled 2 hours at an average speed of 80 km per hour. What was the distance traveled? Solution. Distance, let's denote it by d. Speed is equal to distance over time. Speed is given, that is 80 km per hour. Distance is unknown, and time taken is given, which is 2 hours. Then we are going to cross multiply it. 2 will be multiplied with 80 and 1 will be multiplied with d. D is equal to 2 times 80, that is 160 kilometers. The distance is 160 kilometers. Exercise number 1. Masarat runs a distance of 250 meters in 50 seconds. Calculate the speed in meter per second. Solution. Speed is equal to distance over time. The distance is 250 meters divided by 50 seconds. 250 divided 50 is 5 meter per second. The magnitude here is meter per second. Number 2. Aster took 2.5 hours to drive from Asmara to Massawa, which is 150 kilometers. Calculate the speed of her drive. Solution. Speed is equal to distance over time. Speed is equal to distance is 150 divided by 2.5. 150 divided by 5 over 2, that is 2.5. It means 2.5. That is 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5 over 2. Then 150 times 2 over 5. That is the reciprocal of the given one, since we have changed the division to multiplication. Here by 5 is 1. By 5 is 30. 30 times 2 is 60 kilometer per hour. The speed was 60 kilometer per hour. Number 3. A ship traveled from Asab to Massawa at speed of 50 kilometer per hour for 15 hours. A. Find the distance from Asab to Massawa. B. If the speed of the ship increased from 50 km per hour to 60 km per hour, find the time it requires to complete the journey. Solution. A. Speed is equal to distance over time. Speed was 50 km per hour is equal to distance over time. Time taken was 15 hours. After cross multiplying, D is equal to 50 times 15. 50 times 15 is 750 kilometer. The distance was 750 kilometer from Asab to Massawa. B. If the speed is now changed to 60 kilometer per hour, speed is equal to distance was 750 over time. After cross multiplying, 60 times t is 60t is equal to 750. Divide both sides by 60. Divide both sides by 60. This will be cancelled. This 0 will be cancelled. T is equal to 12.5. Percentage. The amount or rate of something expressed as if it is part of a total which is 100. A part or share of a whole is the percentage. Let's take an example so that it will be clear. Example number 1. In a class, the number of girls is 30 and the number of boys is 20. How much is the percentage of the girls in the class? How much is the percentage of boys? Solution. Percentage of girls is equal to 30, the number of girls, 30 over total, which is 30 plus 20 is 50. We make in percentage over total. As we have said, it is a part of total, which is 100. Then we calculate it. This 0 will be cancelled with this 0. By 5, 1. By 5, 20. 20 times 3 is 60. percentage of boys, 20, that is the number of boys, over total times 100. We make times 100 so that it will be percentage. Percentage of boys, 20 over total, that is 50. The number of boys over total. Then we calculate it. This 0 will be cancelled with this 0. By 5, 1. By 5 is 2. 2 times 20 is 40%. Example number 2. Express 200 out of 800 in percentage. Solution. This 200 over total. 800 is total. 200 over 800 times 100. These two zeros will be cancelled with these two zeros since they are at the last of the digits. By 2 is 1. By 2 is 4. By 4 is 1. By 4 is 25. 25 times 1 is 25%. Exercise number 1. Express each of the following in percentage. Therefore, you are going to work from A to F on your exercise book. Then check your work from the solution. A. 5 out of the total, 50. 50 is total. Times 100 is 10%. B. 6 out of total, that is 25. Times 100 is 24%. C. 8 over 20 times 100 is 40%. D. 80 over total, which is 500 times 100. 80 over 500 times 100 is 16%. E. 15 out of 200 times 100 is 7.5%. F. 24 over 72 times 100 is 33.3%. Number 2. Express each fraction in percentage. Solution. 5 over 25 times 100. When we multiply by 100, we are changing to percentage. It will be 20%. B. 7 over 8 times 100 is 87.5%. 5 over 10 times 100 is 50%. D. 20 over 150 times 100 is 13.3%. When we change a fraction in percentage, when we express a fraction in percentage, we multiply it by 100. Number 3. Express each decimal as a percentage. Question A is 0.7. Question A is 0.7. It means 7 over 10 times 100. Then it will give 70%. B. 4 over 100. Since we do have two digits here, we divide it by 100, which has two zeros. Then the answer will be 4%. C. 17 over 100 times 100. We divide it by 100 since we do have two digits after the decimal, 1, 2. D. 6 over 1000. We do have 3 digits after the decimal in D. 1, 2, 3. That is 6 over 1000 times 100 is 0.6%. E. 355. That is 355 over 1000 times 100 is 35.5%. Number 4. Express each percentage as decimal. Solution. When we say percentage like this one, we denote it by this one. It means over 100. That is A. 4 over 100. Here we do have 4. That is, we write 4. The point was here. We do have 2 zeros here. 4 divided by 100 in short is 1. 2. The point will be here. We write here 0, and here we write 0, 0.04. The next is 24 over 100. 24. Here, the point is here. Then divide 100. It has 2 zeros, therefore 1, 2. The point will be here. 24. 24 divided by 100 in short is 0.24. C. 63 over 100 is 0.63. Discount, profit and loss. Cost is the amount of money that you need in order to buy something. Profit is the money that you make in business or by selling things. Selling price is the price at which something is sold. Cost price is the price at which something is sold without profit. Loss is the money you lose. Loss percent is equal to loss over cost times 100. Loss is equal to selling price minus cost price. Selling price is equal to cost plus profit percent of cost. You need to recall and study these points. Ibrahim had 450 nafa. He spent 40% of the money on the textbooks. How much money is he left with? Solution. 40% of 450. We are going to find 40% of 450. 40% is 40 over 100 of indicates multiplication times 450. Then this 0 will be simplified with this 0. This 0 will be simplified with this 0. 4 times 45 is 180. Therefore, he spent 180 nafa and he is left with 450 minus 180, 270 nafa. Example 2. Aster bought 15 kilograms of bananas for 20 nafa. She sold all the bananas and made a profit of 20%. Find the selling price per kilo. Solution. selling price is equal to cost plus profit percent of cost. The cost is 20 NAFA plus 20% of 20. That is 20 plus 20 over 100 times 20. This will be cancelled with this one. This will be cancelled with this one. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 20 is 24 NAFA. The selling price per kilo was 24 NAFA since she had made a profit of 20%. The selling price of 1 kilo is, for 15 kilo she sold at 24 NAFA. For 1 kilo she sold at 24 over 15, that is 1.6 NAFA. This means 1 NAFA and 60 cents. That is for 1 kilo. Exercise. The number of athletes in Asmara last year was 1,500. If the number increased by 5%, how many athletes are there in Asmara city in this time? Solution. Their number increased by 5%. At first it was 1,500 plus, that is increased 5% of 1,500. 1,500, 5% is 5 over 100 times 1,000. 2 zeros will be cancelled. These 2 zeros. 1,500 plus 5 times 15 is 75. 1,500 plus 75 is 1,575. The number of athletes in this time is 1,575. Number 2. The population of Eritrea in 2017 was 4 million. The population increased by 6% each year. What will be the population in 2018? Solution. First, find the number of population increased. 6% of 4 million. 6 over 100 times 4 million. 2 zeros will be cancelled with just 2 zeros. 6 times 4 is 24. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros. 240,000. They will increase by 240,000, which is too much. Therefore, in 2018, Eritrean population will be 4 million plus 240,000. Total 4 million and 240,000 will be the population of Eritrea in 2018. Number 3. Binyam bought a computer for 20,000 NAFA. He sold it at a profit of 10%. Find the selling price. Solution. Selling price is equal to cost plus profit percent times cost. Selling price is equal to, the cost was 20,000 plus the profit is 10 over 100 times 20,000. 2 zeros will be cancelled with just 2 zeros. Then 20,000 plus, here we have 200 times 10 is 2000. 20,000 plus 2,000 is 22,000 nafa. We sold it in the selling price of 22,000. Number 4, Musa has 250 nafa. Mariam has 10% more than Musa. How much money does Mariam have? Solution. Let's Musa's money is M and Mariam's money is R. Then R is equal to M plus 10% times M. That is, Mariam's money is 250 plus 10% of Musa's money. 250 plus 25, that is 275, is Mariam's money. Number 5, Burhan sold his car for 30,000 nafa and makes a profit of 15%. Find the cost price of the car. Solution. We should know that cost price equals selling price minus profit percent times selling price. Cost price is equal to selling price was 30,000 minus profit percent times selling price, that is 30,000 minus 15 over 100 times 30,000. These two zeros will be cancelled with these two zeros. Then 30,000 minus 15 times 30 is 4,500. Then the cost price is 25,500. Therefore, the cost price of the car is 25,500 nafa. Number 7. T-shirts of cotton that costs 60 nafa was sold 48 nafa due to discount. Find the percentage of the discount. Solution. The discount amount is 60 minus 48, that is 12 nafa. Percentage of the discount is 12 over 60 times 100. This 0 will be cancelled with this 0. By 6 is 1. By 6 is 2. 2 times 10 is 20%. That is percentage of the discount. Number 8. Lemlem bought vegetables for 400 nafa and she sold them for 300 nafa. A. What is her loss on doing the business? B. What is the loss percent? Solution. Cost price is equal to 400. Selling price is equal to 300. She bought the vegetables 400 and she sold it 300. Cost price was 400. Selling price was 300. Now A. Loss is equal to selling price minus cost price. That is 300 minus 400. That is negative 100. The negative indicates the loss. B. Loss percent is equal to loss over cost times 100 is equal to 100 over 400 times 100. That is 25%. She lost 25%. Number 8. A shopkeeper sold a laptop for 4,000 nafa that costs 500 nafa. A. Did the shopkeeper lose or gain in this sale? B. What is his loss or gain percent? Solution. A. Since selling price is less than cost price, the shopkeeper has loss. The selling price is 4,000 nafa and the cost was 5,000 nafa. Therefore, the shopkeeper has loss. Since selling price is less than cost price, the shopkeeper has loss. B. What is his loss or gain percent? His loss is equal to 4,000 minus 5,000. That is selling price minus cost price. That is negative 1,000. Loss percent is equal to loss over cost times 100. Loss is 1,000 over 4,000 times 100. We remove this negative since it indicates only the loss. 3 zeros will be cancelled with this 3 zeros. 100 divided 4 is 25%. The loss is 25%. Number 9. Samira bought a car for 20,000 nafa and sold it at loss of 10%. Calculate the selling price of the car. Solution. Cost is equal to 20,000. Loss is 10%. Find selling price. First, let's find the loss. That is 10% of the cost. Loss is equal to 10 over 100 times 20,000. That is 10% of the 20,000. The loss is 2,000. Selling price is equal to cost price minus loss. Cost price is 20,000 minus loss is 200. Therefore, she sold it by 18,000 nafa.